How we doing, YouTube? My name's Thomas. I have an autoimmune disorder. My goal with this video and videos to come like this is to show somebody with an autoimmune disorder how they live, or at least how I live and how I deal with my everyday struggles. I've been dealing with this for about 11 years now. Every day's different, but the big goal for these videos here to come out is to let you know that when you look at somebody that they're going through some mental challenges, physical challenges, things that you don't understand, and our world is already hateful enough. I mean, even me going to some of my doctors, the people that work there, the receptionists, they're very hateful, they're very rude. But people out and about, I mean, if somebody's rude or it really doesn't give nobody the excuse, but at the same time, you don't know what's going on in that person's life. And not everybody's going to put themselves out there like I'm doing right now to give you the personal part of somebody with an autoimmune disorder. So, saying that, I have chronic Lyme disease. Lyme disease you can only get two ways. It's either you get bit by a tick, or your mama got bit by a tick with the Lyme, with the boiler virus inside the tick, and she had you, she gave birth to you, and she had the boiler virus. That's the only way. No kissing, no drinking out to somebody. You can't get it no other way. So the only way you can get it is through the tick itself, or through your mother if she got bit by the tick. There's so many things with an autoimmune disorder that I wish I would have known before I ever had this. You can look at somebody, walking through the store, and you can see that they're overweight. And like, okay, man, you need to exercise. I need to exercise. I get it, I'm one of them. Now, I never looked at people like that before, but I know a lot of people who walk through a store or say something like, man, they're fat. They need to, well, how can you let yourself get that way? And when I graduated high school, I was around 300 pounds when I graduated. And somehow I lost a lot of weight within the first year or so after I graduated high school back in 98. And that tells you how old I am. But I wound up losing the weight, and then I kept the weight off, and then I was in and out of the gym for years. Got into gym pretty heavy, and then I got into bulking up and lifting really good on the weights, and got into stuff that I probably shouldn't have got into stuff that I probably shouldn't have ever put in my system, should I say. As I was working out, I want to say bodybuilding, but I really wasn't a huge bodybuilder. But for about 3 years, I lived and breathed the gym. So I got really cut, really lean. I mean, my lowest in my life, I think, was like 158, 160, somewhere in there was the lowest I've been. The heaviest I've been was 300 pounds when I graduated. Right now, which I'm going to be doing, I restarted my an exercise program because things are just going crazy in my system. And when you have Lyme disease, it's an autoimmune disorder. So your body sometimes don't know what to think. So as you're doing certain things, so it becomes a little hard for your system. Anyway, so I got real lean, and then all this happened, and then I've gained a lot of weight now. So now I'm 255 pounds. So I'm good set to lose at least 55 pounds. I need to be at least at 200. I'm healthy. I go to a cardiologist. I have like 8 different specialist doctors, and I'm very healthy. Besides, my cholesterol levels are through the roof. That could be hereditary, but we're fixing to find out. I'm going to be taking, like I said, I'm going to be working out, trying to get some of this fat off. Every day's a struggle, though. Here's the big thing. Every day with somebody with autoimmune disorder, whether it's Lyme disease, whether it's rheumatoid arthritis, whether it's MS, multiple sclerosis, there's so many different autoimmune disorders out there. Lupus, what else? There's so many. So you don't know their life, their pain, their thoughts. You know nothing. So don't get me wrong, everyone has a certain struggle. So the first 2 years of my struggle back in 2013, all this happened on June 7, 2013. For the first 2 years, I had pee bottles around the bed. Not that you really care to hear, but I had pee bottles around the bed. Had to have help going to the bathroom. I couldn't lift my head up off the bed because I just started spinning like a tornado. I mean, I was like, just gone. I mean, this everything was just like this right here. Whenever my family would take me to the doctors, you know, the rugs looked like they were like little ants just moving around below me. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. I mean, it was crazy. So it's not that bad now, but I still get vertigo spells here and there. Get anxiety. I used to make fun of my mom and other people about anxiety. Like, come on, you can control that. I'll tell you what, God done smacked me in the face. he done told me, like, yep, yeah, you want to make fun of these people, you know, you want to tell these people to control it, or it's all in their head. No, I mean, it is in your head, but anxiety is a kicker. It's anxiety is a huge kicker. But I mean, I can't go outside the house. Anxiety has gotten so bad. Some people say, some doctors said that it was PSTD or PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, from the events that all happen and unfold, and all the in and out of ERs and chest pains and just different things that happen in the beginning. They think that I have a little bit of PSTD. So when I go out, if for some reason I forget a water, literally, if I forget a water, I start getting this itchy, prickly. I start getting a little bit of anxiety. I got to have my anxiety. Not that I even take anxiety meds. I have them though if I need them. So I get prescribed, you know, 60 a month. I have stacks of them. Don't tell the doctor. No, whenever I go to the doctor and he refills them, I throw away the old ones. That way, I'm not taking something that's old. Again, the anxiety starts kicking in. I'm against taking a lot of the antipsychotics, or, you know, SSRIs or whatever there is. But anyways, let's get back on track here. So with an autoimmune disorder, your body fights against itself. So one of the things that has happened is having the autoimmune disorder, it creates more autoimmune disorder. And a lot of people don't know, like thyroid. So if you know somebody that has a thyroid disease, hypothyroid or hypothyroid, you need to have a little bit more patience with them, because that is an autoimmune disorder. So, sorry, my phone's going off over here. That's an autoimmune disorder. So sometimes have a little bit more patience with them. If it's your wife, if it's your husband, especially the husbands with the wives. Look, I'm straight, I'm married, but I have the female life. I stay at home, I do the dishes, I cook, I clean, I do everything else. My wife works. So in terms, I'm trying, you know, here I am trying to be a content creator. I have other videos on this channel, and I have another channel. So Thomas with Tomology, and then this channel here. I don't know if this one's going to go on the Thomas with Tomology, but it will be on the Bible channel that y'all are watching this on right now. Again, I gotta get some long form content, but I also want my story out there, and I think I want to start with my Christian fellow friends and family out here before I take it other places. Y'all would understand more, or I get my, you know, get prayers. I mean, prayers help everybody out. So again, I'm starting it here on the Bible channel, and then, like I said, I'll grow from there. But like, again, I'm trying to be a content creator, something that I can do sitting here at the house. Not much stress on me. I've tried DoorDash, I've tried Grubhub. I'll go out 1 or 2 days and I'll be fine, and all of a sudden it's just that 1 or 2 days I kind of push myself too much, and then I'm in bed for like 2 weeks, and it's like I don't even want to do it because then I'm in bed for 2 weeks. The image behind you right now, I would rather be out right now getting images like this behind you. This image behind you is actually just my camera to set up as I'm out actually flying a drone around all these ducks right now. I'm moving around in the background somewhere. My wife and my stepdaughter are behind me. So, but anyways, living with an autoimmune disorder really hinders, depending on what autoimmune disorder you have. I've known people with lupus, and I mean, lupus is even a little bit, I mean, it's worse. So within me, you know, I might have some comments below saying, hey, can't you just take medicine for it? I took medicine. I took doxycycline for, I think, 2 or 3 months. They gave it to me a double dose, triple dose or something. And then my infectious disease doctor at the time convinced my, my internal medicine doctor convinced my infectious disease doctor to put a PICC line in, to give me rocephalin. So what they do is they cut the artery right here, and they shove a little like water hose into your left heart valve. And what it does is that's where the intake of when your blood goes back through your system, that's where it goes in, and it releases medicine. So every day you get to put this canister. It was a little bitty canister. I might put a picture up right here what it looks like. We'll see. I mean, if it's on the screen, then I did it. If not, it looks like a little bitty tennis ball or so. They're called butterfly grenade canisters. So whenever you're done, you hook it. Like I said, this PICC line stays in, and it stays in the full time as you're taking the medicine. So mine was in for 60 days. So every day at the same time every day, you take this little ball and you connect it to the line, and it takes the IV antibiotics, because you're not taking a pill. It's going straight into the bloodstream. So when you take it, as it folds down, like I said, it looks like a grenade, and then when it folds down, it looks like a butterfly. So it's called a butterfly grenade. But anyways, so I took that. Still, symptoms are still here. Well, it wasn't until they found out that my thyroid, which is a little butterfly gland right here on the base of your neck right here, that it was underproducing, which I never had a problem losing weight. I'd get in the gym, and I mean, within a month, I mean, I was down. Sorry, I had a squirrel moment. This is future me. So what I was getting at here was, when they found out I had a thyroid issue, the minute I started taking thyroid medicines, since Lyme disease was affecting other parts of my body, which of course my thyroid, as the minute I started taking thyroid meds, some of my symptoms subsided. Not that they're gone, they're still here, but some of them subsided. All right, I'm gonna go back to the past me. So then from the thyroid, I got rheumatoid arthritis. Now it pops up periodically whenever they do different tests. I can feel it in my joints, especially my knees. But there again, my knees, because I've gained some weight. Again, I don't know if I mentioned or not, I'm doing a weight loss as well right now. And I'm videotaping it, and I'm going to have some time lapse of losing weight that I'll put on this channel and on my other channel. I want to get out there, you know, limitations of people with autoimmune disorder. But I don't want to keep these videos too long. I'm going to try to keep them 10 minutes and under. That way people don't lose too much interest. And hopefully y'all take a ride with me on this journey. I'm putting myself out there. I have the gift of gab. Don't get me wrong. I have the gift to talk, and I can talk to people, but actually putting personal life or recording my life, I don't like to be on camera. With that rocephalin I was talking about, there is no proof of it, but after they took the PICC line out, 2 months later, went to Buffalo Wild Wings, bit down, a couple of my teeth shattered. I have no teeth. So, and I had good pearly whites. I took care of my stuff. So, a couple of my doctors think that it was the medicine or my hormones being way off right now because of the autoimmune disorders that I do have. So, anxiety's horrible anxiety. It just comes on. I mean, makes you feel like you're having a heart attack, and I mean, in and out of the ER. I don't know. I've been the first 2 years I was probably in and out of the ER probably 200 times. I mean, it was just that insane. So there's just so many things. My son's mom, she wound up kicking me to the curb. I had no money. It just didn't work out there, but God provided. He provided me with a loving wife. She met me this way. She understands. Well, she doesn't understand everything, but she understands that there was something else going on with me when she met me, and we just everything worked out just where it needed to be, where God placed it. And it tells me that the other places that I've ever been in my life, and there again, I'm a sinner just like the rest of the world, just like everybody in the world is. God's here for the sinners. But in my sinful life, I had God, I had Jesus Christ. I wound up leaving him, not on purpose. I wound up straying away. I was that one sheep that strayed away. And it was for a good 15-20 years. I strayed away. He was always there every time whenever I needed him. Whenever I got myself in a pickle, I would pray, but I would never give him nothing else. And then this all happened to me, and it was like a big eye opener, big awakening. So that's just my opinion. If anyone that's a non-Christian, please don't let this throw you off. Just watch my videos, read the Bible. If you're not into that, I'm not going to push you. If you're an atheist, I'm not going to push you. I'll just, I'll shake off the dust off my feet for you, and pray for you that maybe one day you'll change your mind, and keep on going from there. But if you're, a non-believer, I don't talk too much in these videos. Won't talk too much about Christ within these videos, talking about my life. It's just, he is my Lord and Savior, but I will keep these strictly to living with an autoimmune disorder. I won't be, videotaping going to church or nothing like that. So even at that, church is hard for me to go to. When I get around big crowds now, where before, in my sinful days, I'd go to concert after concert. I was a concert junkie. And now when I get in a huge crowd, my anxiety just really gets up. So like I said, I had to have, like I was saying earlier, a bottle of water, my meds, and my phone. If for some reason I get 20 miles down the road, or we go somewhere and I realize I didn't bring something, my wheels start turning. They start going. It's just like crazy, the anxiety and how the mind. Now that right there, I can try to start getting strong-minded, and there again, given that to see the drone flying, giving that to the Lord, and hopefully He can, take some of those fears away from me, because we're not supposed to fear. So every day is a different struggle. So in my other videos, I get to that. We're going past my limit. I think I'm at like 15 minutes. We're gonna kill it here. Again, hopefully you join this road with me, this journey. I'm gonna go on this journey of living with an autoimmune disorder. Again, my name is Thomas. Hope to see you in the future.